Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new or just clicked on this video, thank you very much. My name is Alexis and this is the Goddess of Daydreams Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a general reading on the energies that are coming through the new moon in Leo. We are going to be taking a look at the energies the universe wants us to be aware of, to be cautious of, and to be open for that is coming through the new moon in Leo. So I hope you receive the insight, answers, and clarity that you need through this reading. And please take what resonates. So with that said, let's begin. We're starting off with the Les Vampires Oracle to pick up the overall energy that's coming through the full moon. Not the full moon, excuse me, the new moon. And all right, Spirit, what do you have for the collective? What do you have for the collective, Spirit? Okay. We'll do one more. All right, that one wanted to pop out. Okay, This is a strong energy going on here. First card we have is card 12, a call for help. Reach out, need for backup, admit your needs. And then we have card 30, that death will come. Mortal, finite, fragile. I kind of feel like right now for this new moon, a lot of you need to really be focusing on calling back your power, but it looks like you may be having a bit of difficulty trying to do so. For some of you, you feel like you've been lacking or missing something, or your energy has definitely been disturbed. Give me a second. What I'm sensing that's going on here for the collective is that you are going to need some extra divine help or some type of backup, because a lot of you have been dealing with some type of vampiric or parasitic energy that has definitely been draining your energy for quite a while. And this death will come card here, this feels like the enemy is kind of close to getting what they want. They haven't fully received your energy, but they're close to receive your energy. So you are going to need a lot of assistance and backup from the divine. Now, the question is, how does this look? For some of you, it's going to be different. Maybe for some of you, you need to be paying attention how others are reacting to you, especially when you're like in your spotlight, or like when the attention is on you. Pay attention to certain behaviors and actions from others. I'm sensing like for some of you, a lot of people tend to touch you a lot, especially when you're like I'm seeing someone finishing giving a speech and just a lot of people touching. Or for some of you, you could be going to someone's house or like to certain parties where you know certain people are going to be there or are going to cook, and after you eat something you feel sick or you feel sluggish. These are symptoms and ways for your opposition or your enemies to gain your energy. Give me 1 second. Now, the other way that I'm looking at this energy is that someone could be coming to you for help, but they need your help because, hold on, Spirit, how do you want me to say this? A lot of you have been taking back your energy. And again, take what resonates. For some of you that are not aware that your energy is being taken, that first part for you. But for some of you that have been taking back your energy, someone's going to be coming to you for help. And that is because you are calling back your energy from, or whomever has been stealing your energy. And whoever comes to you for help, that kind of seems to be like in a weird situation, that has been the person that's been causing the drainage. Now that you have been taking back your energy, they're starting to feel it. And they're going to come and crawl to you as like one last attempt to get in contact with you. Now, for some of you that know who this energy vampire is, you know to stay away from them. But again, for some of you that may not be aware, pay attention to certain actions and behaviors of others. And if you're having trouble finding out who it is, allow your guides to give you the clarity that you need to see who has been taking your energy. All right, let's go into more detail. Too many cards, Spirit. So yeah, I'm kind of getting like two sides of the story. Well, not two sides, but like two versions. Okay, I had a feeling this card was going to come out today. Ooh, this one came out in reverse. Okay, no, this one came also in reverse as well. Interesting. All right, excuse me. Okay, first card I have is profession, expertise, eminence, talent. Okay, one of the first messages that I received while shuffling was definitely someone wants to take your position in whatever you're doing. And if it's not a position, then someone definitely wants your talents or skills. Now, going back to what I was saying earlier, the person that's going to be coming to you for assistance or for some type of help, this is someone that has been studying your skills and your expertise for a while. They see that you are, what's the word I'm looking for? You thrive in a certain field, or you thrive in a certain talent or certain skill sets that you do, and they want to possess it. So this could be someone like, I'm just a novice, or, I'm new to this field. Can you kind of teach me the ropes? But they're going to come to you acting like they don't know anything. They know plenty and more. And this person sees your position as something that they should have. Never mind the fact that you have worked very hard or you have disciplined yourself for many moons to get where you are. Someone believes that they could just take whatever you have easily. Give me a second. Now, for some of you that could be struggling in a certain profession, or you feel stuck and you're trying to grow in certain skill sets or talents, I do see you will be reaching out to some type of mentor, but I will say be careful, especially with this profession card, because even though there might be people who are a little bit more developed in their field or in their talent or work, they do prey upon other people's talents. Like I'm getting like this energy of like, let's just say you're an artist and you're like having trouble, I don't know, rendering some type of work or figuring out how to make something look a certain way. You want to go to a certain professor, but I'm sensing this professor is trying to like absorb your talent, even though they're very well, managed. And definitely, like, I'm sensing someone that definitely is well established, but they still prey upon others. And it doesn't have to be just only in the art world. This is like in mass majority of fields and planes of whatever skills and talents that are across the world. There are people that even though they thrive on their own talent, they also thrive because they suck the energy out of other talented people. This could also feel very corporate, like they will see talented people and instead of like helping them grow and thrive, they would just suck the energy out so it can be focused on a certain amount of people. So please, everyone, be aware of your time, of your effort, of your energy when you are working with people or certain people come to you, because it's just some people feel like can be they can be a better okay, thank you, spirit. People, someone believes that they can be a better version of you, or they believe that they are a better version of you, and it's only one version of you. They cannot be a copy. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. Yeah, that was like a strong message there. Thank you, spirit. They think that they can be a better version of you, which is hilarious. All right, next card I have is imagination, variety, fantasy, mind. They're definitely in their own little fantasy world believing that. I kind of feel with this imagination card here, it's more of a sense of delusion. And it's quite sad because if people just focus on staying in their own lane and focusing on their own talents and skill sets, then they can grow and achieve, to a certain degree, of course. But unfortunately, people feel like they need to take a shortcut. Give me one moment. Yeah, someone is just very delusional. And this person feels like once they get you out of the picture and remove you from whatever spot or position that you're in, that they're finally going to be, that their talents and their presence is finally going to be noticed. A lot of you, you're going to have to be careful if you have certain like physical work, like artwork, or if you're working on some type of paper or you have some type of documentation. Make sure that you're keeping extra files and backups of it. Especially that I'm doing this reading during Mercury retrograde, it is important that you are constantly saving your work. Excuse me, because I do sense this person is gonna try to go through your files and send these files to themselves and submit your work as theirs before you can do it. All right, that was very specific. So yeah, for those of you that are in certain fields where you know you have to submit something by a certain time, make sure you do it early, you proofread it, you make sure it's uploaded, because this person has like a really messed up plan to take your work. Next I have is care. Parenthood, patron, support, but it's in the reverse. So with this card, I'm kind of getting this feeling of this is someone that likely hasn't had the support that they needed in order to continue pursuing their skills or their talents. And instead of, just building up a discipline, they have grew accustomed to stealing and mimicking other people's energies or work. Also, I feel for some of you, and this could be, just for some of you in the collective, that you feel like you may not be getting the care or the assistance that you need at this time. And that is because it is blocked. Someone has blocked this frequency that you usually give out for help. So that way they are like basically again like removing the spotlight from you so it could be put on them. So yeah, if some of you feel like you are used to getting certain help and assistance and it has been kind of going quiet, that energy has been disturbed. So you may want to look into like a Reiki or a meditation where it breaks that, what's it called, this illusion, reikis or meditations that breaks up the illusions or the borders that have been put up on you. Last I have is daydream. Optimism, illusion, delirious, but it is also in the reverse. Now, this energy is definitely not you guys. I feel like, again, going back to what I was saying, this is an energy of delusion. And even when this person gets caught, and they will get caught, they feel like, oh, it's just going to be part of my plan. Oh, I'm going to somehow make this work. No, you're not going to make this work. Once you're caught plagiarizing and being deceptive and manipulative and evil, no one is not going to want to work with you. Despite certain messed up backstories, I sympathize with you or empathize with you, but you have done wrong. You are old enough to know, like plagiarism and stealing and thinking that you're going to be a better version of this person is not of good heart. It's not in good. I'm sorry, I'm at a loss of words because it's like the delusion is so strong from this energy, from this person. It's like baffling. It's kind of like, I guess it's kind of like this. I was reading some time ago about how Chat GPT has just mushed up a lot of people's brains apparently. And unfortunately, like there was even a post about like somebody making fun of like people in 2012 writing an essay without Chat GPT. I'm like, the fact that you cannot like organize paragraphs, you have your introduction, you have your body, and you have your conclusion. Like that is the most basic thing. And the fact that you cannot do that basic thing is very alarming. But yet you want to go and act like someone who can write an essay is struggling or is like gonna break. Don't get me wrong, when I was busy in my university days, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm on my second large cup of coffee. I'm gibbling words in a paragraph that I'm like, I hope I'm gonna pass this class. Don't get me wrong, it was struggles, but that is how skills are built. Certain disciplines are reformed. Excuse me. You're building up your skill set of how to research, how to communicate your thoughts and your ideas. Chat GPT is not going to be doing that. It's not going to help you with that. You have to do that on your own. And please, whoever, if you're listening to this and you're like using Chat GPT, like, please, please, please use it to a minimal, because it is just destroying your pathways of thinking. I understand, it could be helpful for certain things, but Chat GPT and all these AI things cannot help you with everything. There's certain things you have to do on your own. But going mainly back to this daydream card, this person is going to be in a delusion for quite a long time. Even after they're caught, they are going to be in such a denial that they're going to try to switch this energy that, it was like, again, a part of their plan. You're going to have to really put distance and stay away from this person. Let's go into more detail with the tarot. Interesting cards. Give me a second. Sorry if the lighting is off. I'm making a couple of changes in the room. First card I have for profession is the Ten of Cups. Very beautiful energy. This is actually the energy that I do see the collective is trying to head towards or is about to be. This Ten of Cups is wish fulfillment, not only for you, but for others who have stood by your side or who have had your back. This is also a lot of achievements that are going to be coming through because of your discipline, of your talents and skill sets. And even though maybe for some of you, you may be struggling, trying to perfect your skill or your talent, you will find a way. And when you find your way, you're just going to be an example for others of how to overcome certain, artist blocks or writer's blocks or, whatever blockage that you're facing. So it's a very beautiful card here. And yes, a lot of people, especially in whatever industry or business that you're working in, they see you as a 10 of cups. You are like the idea of where certain people want to be in their lives. Maybe you feel like you're not in the position or in the space where you want to be, but a lot of people actually look up to you and aspire to be where you are right now. Or, at least maybe like when it comes to your talents, your skill sets, your mindset, how you carry yourself, how you communicate. There's aspiration in whatever you do that people look up to. And, unfortunately, others who are in darker places also look up to. Now, next with imagination, I have the Nine of Pentacles. So this might not resonate with a lot of people, but this is a specific energy where this feels like a wealthy person, someone who definitely has higher a higher position or is of high status, is looking at you and again feels perhaps threatened by your talents or by your skill sets. This person feels like they can do a better job than you because they're rich or they're wealthy or they have the connections. For some of you, this could be a reason why you were let go of your dream job or your dream position, because someone of a higher status saw you as a threat and decided to remove you and feel like that they can do a better job than you. I'm gonna need an extra card for this. This is someone who easily gets whatever they want, but in this situation, Spirit was like, you know what? Give them what they want, and let's see if they can handle it. So with the the Nine of Pentacles, I have the Knight of Wands. I feel like this is going to be a quick crash and burn. Maybe for some of you, you are aware of this situation, that after you left a certain job or a class or a position and someone took over, they just destroyed whatever built up that you have put in for the class, the company, maybe in certain cases, family matters. This was like a quick crash and burn. This person could not handle what you were able to build or were able to maintain. They couldn't handle it at all. Now, next with care, I have the Hanged Man. So this goes back to the energy about, for certain of you, kind of getting this blockage when it comes to receiving the care or the assistance that you need. I do see that with this Hanged Man, Spirit kind of wanted you to be in this position only because Spirit noticed that you were allowing too many hands, too many energies dipping into your creativity, dipping into your well. And he needed to remove you from that certain environment. So maybe for some of you, you may feel like it's a curse, but I do see with this Hanged Man, it is a bit of a blessing. And this is a time for you to really not only pay attention to certain people's energies and behaviors and actions, but to also be mindful of your own energies and talents and what you can do. Don't cut yourself short. Know your worth. And when you know your worth, you're going to be set free from this energy. And you will receive the assistance or help that you need. Where it's not going to be in a case of like, I feel like for some of you, you're in a situation where if someone wanted to help you, then they expected to take at least like 75% of the credit of whatever you're doing, or they expected like some type of payment that was way over your budget. Like someone was going to take advantage of you, and you were almost willing to do it because you're like, I want to get this out there, or I want to get this done, or I want to show this. But Spirit's like, no, you will have your time or your spotlight when you are needed to be shown, but not right now because there are too many people putting their hands in your cookie jar. Spirit, should I feel like pulling an extra card for the Hanged Man. Give me a second. Oh, okay, interesting. With the Hanged Man, I have the Knight of Coins in reverse. The first thing I was told was they weren't planning to pay you at all. Someone was gonna just they expected you to give the work in immediately, and then as I feel for some of you also at this time, you're probably waiting on some type of payment, and they're like, oh, just give me a few days or a few more weeks until certain things. No, this person is not planning to pay you. So you're going to have to find a way to, you might have to lawyer up. You're going to have to find a way to get some type of payment or get your money or get your work back. I mean, excuse me. Also, for some of you that you may have worked with someone and they received a large payment and you didn't receive anything, you might have to lawyer up as well. Or this could also be an energy where, and it may suck, but you may not get the payment, but it looks like this person is going to lose this payment because somebody's going to realize that whatever work that they have submitted or have done is not really their own. They're going to be caught plagiarizing. So they're going to have their funds taken away as well. So no one is really going to get any type of payment at the end of the day, which sucks because it should originally go to you first. But it looks like Spirit is going to have to take this away and reformat it in a way where it is received in your hands. That's why we have the Hangman here. Trust the process. It will come to you in a new way and in a new form. And then last, with Daydream, I have the Sun. This is great. Despite this person really in their delusions, the Sun is going to come and put the truth in their face. Or you are going to be putting the truth in their face. Because with the Sun card here, I feel like whatever you're planning to do or present, it's just going to be like, no doubt that it's going to be your work, your skills, your handwork, your writing, your speech. Like, people are going to know it's going to be you and you alone. Despite this person trying to put certain illusions and veils around you, your talents and your skill sets are way too bright. Your aura is way too powerful not to be noticed. I feel like, I don't know, for some reason, like, I feel like someone is going to try to take your position, but you're going to come in the last minute and be like, I'm here and this is what I can do. And you're just going to blow it out of the park. So I will say, like, at the end of the day, or at the end of this reading, that no matter what, because of your disciplines and your skills and your talents and how you carry yourself, you will be noticed or you will be seen for who you are and what you can do. And there will definitely be a lot of people wanting to invest and help you. I feel like also for kind of going back a little bit earlier in the artistic realm, I do sense for a lot of you, you feel like you might end up not getting seen by a certain scholarship or by like a residency or something that you're submitting your artwork with in. But something is going to, something or someone is going to be able to notice a certain detail or quirk about your work that maybe they have likely seen online or that they have seen before, that they know it's going to be you. Like these people know it's going to be you and your work. And I'll pull one more card for the Sun. Oh, nice. I have Death. I say nice because this definitely puts an end to whatever illusions, blockages, and veils that have been placed on you. You are also cutting away a lot of that energy that has been interfering with your help or with your assistance or with your energies when it comes to your talents and your skills. I also feel that with this new moon, you are definitely like being reborn, or maybe more like you're like rebranding yourself. This will probably be a good time for some of you that may be on social media or have like a certain business. If you feel certain things have been lacking and you have definitely cut certain people off now, this is a great time to rebrand yourself, kind of clear out old energies and just come back with a new version of yourself. Still true to your vision, to your passions, and to your talent, but now you are elevating it. So that way, these energies in the future, that try to come around to act like you or think they can do better than you will know their place. With that said, let's pull up some Clo cards as final messages. Final messages from the Clo cards. And let's see what they have to say about this situation. And let's do one more. All right, first card I have is the Cloud. With this one, this feels like a little bit of isolation, but it's going to be good for you. It's kind of giving me the same energy as the Hanged Man. You're probably in a position where you can't really do much, but you need to allow yourself to surrender. Allow yourself to surrender to the forces that you cannot control, or surrender to at least what you can do and what you can control. I kind of feel like for a lot of you during this time, you feel lost in whatever position or situation that you are in, but the answers and guidance can be found when you I'm not going to say give up, but when you're like, I'm at my end's reach, like I cannot do anything else. So you ask assistance from the divine to give you the guidance and the leadway and the direction that you need to go. Something is telling me don't focus on moving left or right. What you should be focusing is moving up. So spirit needs you to ascend or to elevate yourself so that you are able to see where you need to go and what direction you need to be. That's probably why a lot of you maybe feel stuck in a certain way. You need to be elevated. You need to ascend. You need to go up. So ask for assistance on going up in whatever situation that you feel you're lacking or that you are blocked or that you have been denied. So that way in this new elevation, you can see why certain things were, being blocked off or, being manipulated away from you. It's just a very strong energy of just when you are in a higher position or in a higher elevation, you're able to see where you need to go and why certain things didn't work out. And then last, I have is the Fight card here. Spirit is letting me know that you need to withdraw from, like, hold on, Spirit. Spirit is telling me you need to withdraw your anger, dissipate your anger. Do not ball up your hands in a fist and drive it to anyone's face. Even though this person definitely deserves an ass beating, you're not the one to be delivering the ass beating. Allow the universe to deliver that for you because they have something better in mind. What you do need to do is fight for your, excuse me, fight for your talents, fight for your skills, fight for the position that you are in. Because there's definitely, again, people and even, certain people of higher levels wanting to stand where you are. The problem is where you stand, they will sink. But I do feel for some of you in certain situations, you are going to have to, show them what you're made of. Show them why you have this position, why you are so good at speaking, why you're so good at creating stories. Show them why why you're standing where you are right now and why you deserve this position. So that way other energies can come and regulate them. And with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please give it a like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more insight and messages. I would definitely appreciate it, and it will give tremendous support to my channel. And, whoops, sorry, I haven't done my outro in a minute, so bear with me. If you feel that this reading did not resonate, feel free to check out the other readings on my channel. There's definitely a message there for you. And if you feel that this reading has resonated, definitely give it a like or a share. Let people know. And wow, my outro. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm also still picking up on this delusion energy. It's very strong. But my collective, you're going to be able to overcome this very easily. Maybe it's not easy at first, but once you understand the situation and what's going on, and you really tap into your power again, it will be easy to overcome. Because this person is like, trying to weaken you, trying to get you all vulnerable so that they can come and strike. But you are way too strong and way too disciplined to allow anyone to knock you down. You have worked hard to where you need to be, and you're not going anywhere. You're not going to be moving or going anywhere that you don't see fit. You earned this position or this spotlight, and you're not going to allow some peon or someone lesser than you to take that away from you. You deserve where you need to be right now. And with that said, stay safe and have a good day.